doctor now asked Ike, do you like who you are now, like your new self? Ike was like, a lot of times he doesn't feel like he's real. About Venita, what he would say is when he watched her, he was even doubting that this girl is going through divorce. Hey homie, welcome back to my channel. How is it, what's happening? My name is Omi Odike and this is Talk to Your Homie TV. My darling, here I love to give every sweet and juicy gist, and today I have hot gist for you. We're discussing Bbnaija Pepper Them reunion day 26. Today's own was so dope. So they brought in a psychologist here to come and talk to the housemates, like ex-housemates really. Help them out, align things in their lives. See, everybody will learn from this thing, because I'm telling you, this guy was giving us tips for every character trait you can imagine, like how to live our lives better, how to be happier. You will be able to relate with either Omashola or Jackie or Venita or Ike. Just be ready to learn. Subscribe to this channel and click the bell button beside the subscribe button. That way you know when I post a new video and get to hear all my tips first hand. Subscribe, click the button, and let us begin. So they start this song with Omashola. Ebuka will just say, doctor, what do you notice about this particular housemate here? And the man talked about his relationship. Like, you know, when he was in the house, Omashola went on and on about that his ex-girlfriend in South Africa, on and on and on. So the man was like, see, he talked about her a lot. So obviously there was mad self-pity. Like, he took on all the relationship issues. And no, you need to understand that you are wrong and the person is also wrong as well. Don't come and just take on everything. So in the house, he took on all the problems. He was crying a lot. He talked about her a lot. So even the man, the psychologist, had to say, like, is this Omashola? Is this a strategy for him? Like, is this his own game plan? Omashola said no, it wasn't his game plan. The thing was, first of all, why he cried in the diary room was because he really did not know that people were watching him. The audience was not what was in his head. Like, he was just talking to somebody who he felt cared, because Biggie really cared about him. And that day that he really cried was a day that Biggie brought in like a list of things that a healthy relationship needs. And when he read those things, he realized that he was like faulty in different ways and forms. So that's why he was crying. Do you get me? That's one. Then two, he had dated this girl for 4 years and he proposed to her on his way coming to Nigeria for the Big Brother show, and she denied him his proposal. So it was fresh in his head. So he was just feeling bad. And when he came to the house, to just find a girl, ease off his stress. Any girl that gives him green light, he just enter and, you know, sort himself out. Do you get me? But there was no girl. And I mean, Venita was sitting down right beside him. I'm happy she did not fall for him, because obviously listening to him, what he was looking for was just, you get me, like a rebound. So thank God Venita was smart enough to say, Omashola, please hold your own. But yeah, that was the reason he was crying, talking about his girlfriend a lot. It was just in his head and it was too much. So they asked him about like his personality, like who does he relate to more, how is he right now? He said, let him not lie. That fraud right now is his G. That in fact, he thinks he clicks with the last 4 housemates in the house here, Shay, Fraud, Mike, and Mercy, very well, because they are real. Fraud right now, if Fraud says this, he knows who Fraud is, and Fraud is not changing, do you understand? So he relates with them more now, yeah. And then I asked him, okay, so but how about your coin, though? Like, did that make you hate Ike? He says no. Funny enough, that he was actually happy that Ike took the coin. Do you get me? That even in the house, Biggie was like, do you want me to tell you who took your coin? He was like, no, because he did not want to now leave the diary room and start having like bad mind for somebody or want to beat the person. No. But like when he was evicted here, and Ebuka told him, he was happy because Ike stealing his coin, according to him, Ike stealing his coin on that first week helped him out. He said that if Ike had not taken the coin, he probably would have not stayed in the house for that long. Because the first week, like when he got into the house, he was thinking, how should he be? Should he be calm? Should he be noisy? Should he be loud? But the moment Ike took his coin, like this, bam, he realized that, okay, now this is game time. So that really helped him to pick his side very fast. So he was happy that Ike took his coin. And I mean, he was there till the 99 days. So big up to Mahalla. Then next, Jackie. Oh man, Jackie's on there. I relate with Jackie a lot. There were things that she was saying that I'm like, I see. So Ebuka said, see, Jackie, in the house, it felt like you had a wall around you because you had this boyfriend that you really love and you were just about this guy. Like any conversation is your boyfriend. So there was a wall. Nobody could really, and it's true, nobody could really like break into the wall. The only person that tried to break was Mike. Nobody else. Or maybe coffee at the beginning, but that was it. Every other person had to talk to you from, you get me, your fence and things. And the psychologist said yes, and also tech. And she talked about technology a lot, man. Ebuka was like, so psychologist, what do you think about Jackie? So he said, see, firstly, every human being needs to learn interpersonal relationship. Like when you're around people, you need to learn how to relate with them. Like when you're in a crowd, you should be able to know, okay, how can you like survive? How can you talk to people? How can you just live around people? Not only like yourself, that's one. Then two, Jackie is a very intelligent girl, yeah, but she started to look like she was quite oppressive. Do you get? She was not aware of people's opinion around her. And it's true, man, because Jackie gave it to us really hard. Tech, all true. So the man was like, that was one issue. Jackie, you were not very relatable, yeah. Ebuka asked Jackie, so when you left the house, were you happy at how people received you? Jackie was like, Ebuka, no, she was actually disappointed because she was surprised. Like, she did not go to the house to win the money, you get me? She went to the house to change the narrative of a typical Nigerian lady, you get? To show Nigerian ladies in a new light, yeah. And let me tell you how I relate to Jackie a lot, yeah, because I mean, and I don't even mean to brag. This is not even bragging at all, but I am very smart, actually. Don't downplay something. I like challenges, you get. I like you when you tell me this thing is quite difficult, yeah. I like to rack my brain. I like to just rack my brain around things, do you understand? That's the first thing. Secondly, I hate status quo. I hate when you say, you must be this way if you want to get this thing. No. Tell me get this thing, let me try and get this thing. So in uni, one thing that I used to hear a lot was, if you want to get first class, you have to look like a nerd. You have to not know how to make up. Do you get me? You have to wear like thick goggles. Do you understand? In uni, I entered through diploma, and the exam, get me, I met one guy who was a student in the school already, and the guy looked at me, because Lagos girl, I schooled in Oka, the disparity was a lot, do you understand? So I'm talking nice, I'm speaking good, I'm dressing well, and said, you can't pass diploma. I said, why? I said, looking at you, you can't pass diploma. Why? Because I was not looking like what? You don't even know what is in my brain. I got in first class. I got in first class just to show him and everybody who says that you have to be in it. Because, I mean, I still went clubbing. Guy, I still went clubbing. I still had my phone. I even still had part-time jobs. I was working since year one, diploma. But don't joke with me. If I go clubbing now and I come back by maybe like 3 a.m., that 3 a.m., I'm still going to read my book. Like, if I want to go to club, I just tell myself, okay, you know what? If you go clubbing by 12 to 3, normally you would have read by 12 to 3. So what you do is you now read by 3 to... Do you get me? So I just hated status quo. And I can hear that in Jackie, because she said that people say women should be smarter, should be brighter, should be intelligent, yeah. And when she now went to the house, you get me, to show that she's also a smart girl, people did not like accept her when she left the house. Now the difference is, because I know that I tend to know too much about a particular topic, and it's not even as if maybe I had gone to read the topic. No, it is just like me studying. Okay, like right now I'm doing like a branding course for my brand contact channel. I also used to write people's company profile for them. I used to write people's CV for them. I used to edit your LinkedIn profile. Like, I am very good with all this corporate writing, presentation, proposals, business plan. I love, my brain likes that kind of, you get me, because I like to write, you get me. But my point is, because I do that thing, and you know, doing that job, you tend to work on different like industries, so oil and gas, whatever, yeah. Now, when I meet you and you're talking to me about anything, I can give you points. Now, because I know I can give you points here, if I'm around people, I'm aware that they don't know as much as I know, so I know how to just keep my mouth shut. If, let's say, and this happens to me a lot, if I'm with my friend and their boyfriend, yeah, and we're having a conversation, do you understand? And I see that I'm talking to the guy a lot, and my friend is quiet because she doesn't know the topic. I would pipe low and say, how far now? I'll try to involve her. You need to learn to just involve people. I think that's the issue. That was the issue with Jackie. She was just, it was about her tech. She did not calm down to listen to another person, like genuinely learn from somebody else. And guys, that's like the fast. See me, I'm already preaching. Let's go back to Jackie. Next, now she said that one of that issue that she had here was, after leaving Big Brother's house, having to decide if she wants to be an entertainer or her real self. That was like a major, you get me, imbalance, because social media was just so much pressure. And secondly, before now, she used to define herself based on her relationship. You know what, man? I just wish I don't want to wish into someone's life because I'm not Jackie here, but Jackie's boyfriend really played a serious role in her life. The fact that they started dating when they were like when she was really young. You can't like I mean, for her to define her life based on her real, you're not even married to this man. You're defining your life based on your relationship. That's a problem. So the doctor said that see, a lot of people have that whole crisis between or conflict between who do I want to be and who does the world expect me to be. And the man gave an example that I want to correct right now. The man said that because he's a doctor, yeah. So he opened like a pseudo, like a fake account on Twitter, yeah. And then he was posting random things. And on his main like doctor account, he posts like normal medical, tips and things, yeah. But that one for years that he had the account, that his main account, he had like maybe like 1,500 followers, yeah. And now for the pseudo account that he opened for just 3 months, yeah, he had like 2,000 followers in just 3 months. So he said that, see, the truth is that we're living in a celebrity society. I don't think we're living in a celebrity society. I think that if he has that his main account here, I think the problem is he doesn't know. This should be on my brand contact page, really. I think the problem is that he doesn't just know how to communicate that thing to the audience. Do you get me? Because he's a psychologist. I've been making videos saying psychology should come out. Make videos. You know what? I'm just gonna stop here. He doesn't just know how to communicate with his audience. That's the truth. Anyways, Jackie was like, another major issue that she has is I am on this table that she broke here. She said that social media is her major problem. She's not a social media person. She doesn't like to take pictures and put on the ground. That even now that she's sitting down here, yes, since morning, she has been thinking of what picture will I post? What picture will I post? She has been thinking for a while, yeah. So the man said, why are you putting pressure on yourself? She said because the world she's living in right now, yeah. People judge based on social media. That if she doesn't post anything now, people might think that she's suffering, she's dead, all that thing. And I am on this table because I know that I judge. But let me tell you what psychologist said first. He said, Jackie, just define your audience here and focus on them. And I agree. Like, yeah, because I can't lie. When I do all this, who's making it more, who is hot more, I check social media because that's the only way we can gauge. Do you understand? If we can said, ask yourself what's important to you, what do you want to be remembered for, and focus on that thing. And she was like, but negative comments, that her page, she gets negative comments a lot. If we can answer that, see, if on your page, yeah, you have 200 comments, yeah, and let's say you have 50 positive, 150 are all bad comment, no problem. Focus on the positive ones, or get someone to handle your social media page. That's what other celebrities do to just keep your sanity like intact. Yeah, Jackie, I'm sorry because I'm a blogger, so I'm sure that we just want to see you. That's it. But if that's not who you are, don't be under pressure to just post on social media. You don't have to. You really don't have to. Just live your life. We'll focus on people that are happy to post. Then Ike, because says he doctor, yeah. Ike has been vocal about his past. Like when he was in the house, talked about who he was in America, kind of things that he did, how he really wants to stop it. He has been, his past was like taking a toll on him. But tell us, how did you see Ike in the house? He said, well, that he sees somebody who's willing to change. He can see the willingness to change in Ike. That's a good one. But the next thing is he's very like suggestibility is what he called it. Basically, like he likes to ask people's opinion. He likes to ask you, what do you think? What don't you think? What do you think? What don't you think? And Ike was like, about that, yeah. The thing is, a lot of times, even if he's asking you, he's just playing with your mind. He can be asking you like, how far, give me, so that you would think he needs your help, but at the end of the day, he's going to do what he has in his mind. The doctor said, okay, that's a smart one, because that way you know how you're controlling it. Ike was like, yes, that sometimes he might look like he's lost, but he's not lost though. He just wants you to just think that he needs help, but he doesn't really need your help. That's one. Then about him and his past, years ago, he made some very horrible decisions in his life. And those times, his parents would say, don't make it. His friends would say, don't make it, but he will still do it and he will regret it, you understand? But right now, he's getting better. He's learning to have his own voice. And that was the reason, like when he was in the house, he was asking people, what do you think? What don't you think? Because he's in a new country. He doesn't want to now do too much. Then the doctor now asked Ike, but like, tell me, do you like who you are now? Like your new self? Ike was like, and he likes his new self, but a lot of times he doesn't feel like it's real. The man was like, okay, that it just means that he needs to just settle down. What does he really want for himself? Do you get, like, is it changing because someone is making him change? Why is it changing? Is anybody forcing him to change? He needs to have that, you know, discussion with himself and even with the doctor. Then finally, does he have like issues trusting people? The kid was like, man, no, not really, you, because he keeps his circle very, very small. Like, even though he's smiling with you, friendly with you, but you are still an acquaintance, you understand? Until he now sees that, okay, he can trust you, then he can now get you closer. So that is how he is. Then Venita, let me address something here. I actually saw a comment and someone said, oh, me, it's like you really like Venita. Everything she does is good in your eyes. Man, if you have watched me for a while, I'm really for positivity. That was why when Tacha did that whole video where she apologized to everybody, I bought it until Kim Oprah's something came up. I'm like, okay, like, if anybody's willing to change, because I've also made some bad choices in my life as well and I got better. So if you're willing to change, that's why Talk to Your Homies here, so that we can all be better. If I'm talking to anybody, I'm not saying it like I hate you. No, I'm just giving you my own advice. If you take it, don't take it. Tricky. So that's why I am calmer with Venita, because I can see her. She's a woman like me who got married, who had 2 children, and who got divorced, and who's trying to live her life. Being a single mother with 2 children is not even a joke. You get me? You have to double up your hustle to take care of those children. You understand? So that's why I'm just like, I want to understand where she's coming from. Anyways, Ebuka says that obviously Venita came into the house like midway when the show had already begun. Mom still will say, oh, me really, I think it's begun, yeah. That on its own can play with your mental stability. That's one. Then 2, she was going through divorce when she entered into the house. You understand? So that is crazy. So doctor, how far? Tell us about Venita. Doctor was like, see, yeah, about Venita, what he would say is when he watched her, the first week he watched her, yeah, he was even doubting that this girl is going through divorce, because she was not looking emotionally drained. She was hyper. She was, get me, she was pumped up and saying that he even had to call his colleague that was a lady to say like, this girl on Big Brother, was she lying about her divorce? And the woman was like, no, who lies about divorce? This is a public platform here. And it's not as if divorce is a good thing that you want to brag about. So no, maybe it's actually real that she's going through divorce really. So he now had to now pipe low here. But I want to say though, no, like Vanita, every time Mike helped Vanita watching the show, Venita had a lot of low self-esteem, man, and now I understand that her low self-esteem kind of like, I don't know how she was before she got married, but once you've gotten married and divorced and you have children, it plays with your mind. It plays with your mind a lot. Why? Because I have somebody who's dear to my heart who's a single mom right now. Very soon she will leave that category, just my pray amen. But it plays with your mind a lot, and for her to even just be going through her own divorce and be in the house, that's crazy. So the doctor was like, he wants to know though, because when he saw her always energetic, yeah, he feels like that's a coping mechanism where when you're going through stuff, when you're sad, you flip that energy to positivity, to work, to, you know, ginger. That's how we saw Vanessa, do you understand? But he wants to ask her though, has she healed right now? Like, does she look at herself in the mirror and say, okay, with everything, all the loss, she's good? V was like, man, doctor, yes, that she really has healed right now, because firstly, she doesn't like to bother herself with what she cannot control. If the divorce was already going on, it was for the lawyers to take care of it. It wasn't for her to be in Big Brother's house worrying about divorce. You get, like, what can she really do about it? 1. Then 2, that she left the marriage because as a new mom, according to Venita, and please, if you're a new mom, testify below or object if you want. But as a new mom though, like, you tend to, or one tends to forget themselves. They tend to just forget who they are because of the little one, you know, trying to be a mother, trying to run the family, trying to do all that thing, yeah, you forget yourself. I know she was an actress from like 2013, that year. She was really like, you get me, acting and thing, and she got married and dropped everything to just go home. At some point she started to ask herself, why was she even alive? You're like, suicidal thoughts. That's crazy, do you understand? And she knew that, okay, there was a problem here. And when her children started to now become independent, started to go to the bathroom themselves, she had to tell herself that, okay, because, you know, then she doesn't have that many things to do. She's now like pretty much on her own. She has to think, okay, wait, chill. She needs to get a life for herself. She needs to, you know, reason. So that's accompanied with every other thing that made her like divorce the man, were reasons why she divorced. But she's good right now. We should not worry. Tacha added and said, Vanita, see, big ups to you, because like, you're strong. There are a lot of people right now who are married and might be facing domestic violence here, and they want to leave, but they don't have the mind, I'm looking for the right English word. I don't want to keep saying balls or get me like liver. They don't have the determination. How about that? You get me, to leave the marriage here. But watching Venita, a celebrity, living, pursuing her dreams, big ups her. She was like, man, thank you, Tacha. But that was it for today, my darling. Did you like it? I loved it. I think this is what I wanted to see out of reunion, really. Just their real selves and their struggles and how we can advise them. Do you understand? Yeah. I think tomorrow we're going to do Tacha's own and more people to come. But today was good. Don't you think it was? If you think it was good, let me know in the comment section. Omi is not doing shout out again. Omi, don't worry. Omi will do very soon, I promise you. But I remember one person. Her name is Esther Chinemere. I love you, darling. If you want me to shout you out, tell me to shout you out in the comment section and I will shout you out, my love. One more thing, I actually saw a comment and the person said that she bought an M50 Canon camera because of me. When she saw my video, she had to go and buy it. Oh my god, I don't know how. I feel good. I feel good that you watched my video and you bought like something I was happy I bought and it wasn't even like sponsored. I feel so good. And you said you want to know how I use my camera. Me, I'm still learning. I was watching a 2-hour video, my darling. I had to stop. Like on the 45th minute, I said, oh me, you know what? Film first, and along the line you will learn more. So yeah, I'm still learning myself, man. Honey, let's just be on YouTube. Let's keep watching every M50 video we can find. We'll get better. If I learn anything in particular, I'm learning small sharp. But if I pick any major thing, I might, because of you, if you want to let me know, but I might come and do like a video, you get me, for like you. Yeah, I feel good that you bought M50 because of me. That's weird. That's so weird. That's so weird. What? Hey, I hope you're enjoying it because I'm enjoying it. Bye-bye. Have a good time. Have a good day.